season. It's the Chiefs and the Bills, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. James now to return it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
The Chiefs hit 9-3 here on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdes-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend. So potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Second down, back to Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential play? There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Here's Allen. Dumps it off to Fournette, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. And again, it's Allen. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
And he'll just get rid of it. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. He's got the first down and more than that.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen.
And he's got his tight end, Knox, for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go for a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mahomes now on first down.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And again, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On first down, Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first,
the Chiefs
let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started out west in Las Vegas. And it's the Raiders out in front as they approach halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Leaving Las Vegas, we hop on the 15th, head over to Inglewood to check in on the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Keenan Allen, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley. Check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Geno Smith has thrown a touchdown pass. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the Colts, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes now a hit and a loose football. One of the linebackers has got it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
In motion right is Tony.
Can't get away, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A stop made defensively by Mike Edwards.
Again, it's Fournette.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Caught right side, Davis.
And he is going to have the Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Allen. That pass is caught by Hardy. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes able to find Gray here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right.
Now throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
In motion right is Tony.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Mahomes to throw on second down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And this offense on third down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney.
Still third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He'll get this one complete to Davis. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From midfield, here's Allen. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Left side caught by Diggs. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Allen to throw once more. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Flushed out right.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And he comes back with one complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Richie James, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
They still can't get it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here. And no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, that was a masterclass of quarterback play, wasn't it? 5 touchdown passes. You talk about the rapport he had with his receivers. It was like a conductor leading the symphony.
So for Kansas City, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3.